guys, what's up? Hey, it's Parker. So, my wife and I were going to visit the Hall of Heroes Museum in Indiana. So, we have about an hour and 10 minutes to go, and I thought I'd keep you guys up to date and try to take you along my adventure in my life going through these things. I appreciate everything, and thanks, guys. Peace.
Okay.
All right, so what you guys are going to see here is over 80 years worth of comic book history. It includes comic books and action figures, TV and movie memorabilia, animation, all different kinds of cool stuff like that. This side is Marvel, that side is DC and Independent, and then we have our arcade area over there. That is free with your admission, so you can play as much as you'd like. And then we have our gift shop area to grab something to remember us by. A little bit about us. We've been featured on a dozen different TV shows like American Pickers, Fast and Loud, Toy Hunter. And one of the reasons for that is because our curator, Alan, is one of the foremost experts when it comes to comic books and superheroes. Those cabinets over there, they go down, they come back the other side, and there's 75,000 comics over there. So we're curating one of the biggest comic book collections in the world here at the only superhero museum in the world. Now, as you guys go through, you can take pictures or record anything you want. We just ask you not to use flash photography. And it is a museum, so we always ask everybody just to look. Each side is actually in timeline order. So Marvel will start right over here with Timely Comics. And DC will start with Superman in 1938. Action Comics #1 is he was the very first comic book superhero. And for whatever reason, they gave him every power they could think of. And then they came out with Batman and gave him no powers, apparently to balance the force, I guess. But I'll show you guys a couple things just to get you started. These right here, these were the smallest comic books that were ever made. There's actually over 40 pages of readable material in each one of those. And they were sold in gumball machines in 1966. And then, kids probably got their magnifying glasses out and tried to read them.
That's awesome.
What kids did before cell phones.
Right.
So from our smallest thing to our biggest thing, we have a 9.5 foot Hulk. He was featured on the red carpet for the Avengers movie. So he greeted the celebrities as they came in.
That's awesome.
And the second most asked question in the museum, is he to scale? And yes, this is the size you would see if Hulk was walking down the street. And the first most asked question in the museum is, where's the bathroom? And then we have other ones that were statues that were on their red carpet, like Cap and Iron Man. And on the DC side, you'll see Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman when you get over there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you come this way, I'll start you out with a couple of cool things. Like I said, this is the timeline order, but you'll see stuff like this. Red Brown played Captain America in 1979. And he was just here along with Lou Ferrigno about earlier this year, probably about 8 months ago or so. But yeah, this is the outfit that he wore for that, and that's a shield, a replica of the shield that he had in the movie. Most of the things that you will see in here, I would say, are completely, they're from the movie, we don't have a lot of replicas.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
They'll be from the movie or the TV show. You'll have comic book panels on the walls by some of the greats like Jack Kirby and Bill Everett. We just got that Kirby a couple of weeks ago. It's one of my favorite new pieces that we have. And then you got Captain America's shield from Captain America, the first Avenger, used by Chris Evans in the movie. So that is a real shield right there. Signed on the back by the cast and Stan Lee. And then we have our Stan Lee tribute up here along with Alan Bellman. Those guys and a handful of other people were part of Timely Comics. And Timely is what it was called before and then it became Atlas, and then Atlas became Marvel Comics. Now the whole time Timely and Atlas were putting out Marvel Comics, but not until Stan Lee got a hold of it in the 1960s did he call the whole thing Marvel. So yeah, Alan Bellman was actually on the board here for many years until he passed away at the age of 95 in the year 2020. And then his wife dedicated his desk to us, so we have Alan Bellman's desk here also.
Oh, wow.
You'll see all different kinds of cool stuff as you go through. There's a phone right there. That is the very first Marvel toy. It's just a phone that says Marvel on it. Statues throughout the, museum, Submariner, Human Torch. Those two were the very first Marvel superheroes. A lot of people kind of think it's Captain America, but the very first two were Submariner and Human Torch. And Human Torch was an android at the time. He wasn't a human at that point. And then he was a human when they put him in the Fantastic Four.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then in the 1950s, I'll leave you here in a little bit, but I'll just give you a little bit more information. That way you can impress your nerd friends later. So in the 1950s, you got the soldiers coming home from World War II, right? So that's when the real heroes were coming home. So superheroes kind of died off a little bit in the 1950s. So they did a lot of Western stuff, Western TV shows, Western movies. Stan Lee got in on that and did a Western comic book called Black Rider. And you know how he likes to cameo in a lot of the things that he does? Well, this could maybe be considered his first cameo because he put himself on the cover of that Black Rider. That's Stan Lee right there.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's a young Stan Lee. If you've never, I thought he was born with gray hair, but apparently at one time he had regular black hair.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And you got these panels on the tops of the cases that'll tell you about what's inside, like this journey into mystery. Here comes the Hulk, but that's not the Hulk that we know and love, right? That's just the first time the word Hulk was ever used in a comic book. And then you'll see when Jack Kirby and Stan Lee created the Incredible Hulk. On Incredible Hulk #1, he was actually gray, supposed to be gray. And then they realized that gray was coming out lighter, darker. Sometimes he was blending into the background. So they wanted a color to pop off the page a little bit, so they went with green. So yeah, you'll have all kinds of toys, old stuff and new stuff, because you know once you start collecting, it never ends. So we're always adding new things. So next time you come back, you might see other stuff. But yeah, here's a picture of Lou Ferrigno. When I was a kid, that's the Hulk that we had. We didn't have CGI. We actually had to have a guy play the Hulk. He was 6'5", 285 of pure muscle. So that pretty much does it as the Hulk.
I mean, it's still pretty tall.
Yeah. So yeah, he was a big dude. I actually got to interview him, and he was really nice. And during the, I said, hey, you know, at the beginning of the show, during the opening credits, you flip a car over. I said, it's Hollywood legend that you actually did it. I said, no, did you really do it? And he goes, John, it was a small car. So I'm going to show you this one last thing, and then you guys can start wandering around by yourselves. But I like to show people this because you could easily walk by it not realizing what it is. It's a poster telling you about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie is coming out May 3rd, 2002. But this poster was released early 2001 to tell you about that release date. They had to discontinue this poster after 9/11 because you can see the Twin Towers in his eyes. So you could easily walk by that not realizing. So in the trailer for the movie, he actually spins a web between the Twin Towers and catches an out-of-control helicopter. They had to take that out of the movie, take it out of the trailer, and discontinue this poster after that happened.
That makes
so you
sense.
could easily walk by not realizing what this is. That's why I like to point it out, because we hang things in here for a reason. It is a museum about comic book history. And also to encourage you to read the little panels that we have that are up on the walls and up on the cabinets. If you have any questions that don't pertain to that and you want to ask, you know, you have something you want to ask, that's why I'm here. My name is John. I am your resident nerd for the day. So if you have any questions, come ask me. If you want your picture taken in front of something or whatever it is, just come ask me. My name is John. All right? You guys enjoy.
Thank you, John.
Have fun.
Thank you. So you want me to leave you alone so you can record?
Oh, you're fine. I'm just doing this. Cause not a lot of people are gonna get the chance to see this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to try to help out as much as I can. A lot of it clear. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be trying to keep quiet so you guys can sit back and just, enjoy this kind of stuff. This is really, really cool. I want to try to record as much as I can. Because record until my battery dies. So this is something I really wanted to see up close and up personal, which is the Ghost Rider bike that was used in the first Ghost Rider movie. That was something mainly why I'm here. I know it sounds bad to look at it, but it's like, these are things you don't see all the time. I'm hoping that they'll let me, but no promises. I'm gonna see if I can somehow make a copy of this bike. This would be cool driving down the road. Get your picture. I'm gonna try and get my picture taken with this, if I can. You don't see this stuff all the time, so trying to view it as much as possible. Because I mean, this is gonna be literally, this is a once in a lifetime chance. Because this could be gone next day and you'll never get to see this again, guys. So I'm gonna try to show you guys, share my experience, share everything I do with you guys. Because I'm a nerd, okay? I'm just gonna admit it if you haven't figured that out yet. I mean, some of this stuff that you see, this is from the first Ghost Rider movie, which in my opinion, I really like the Ghost Rider bike. I think this one was the best one. Honestly, I think they could have just used this one for the second one, but I think that's what they did wrong, kind of, is adding the second one, sorry. But you gotta realize, age and time and everything, it's gonna break down. It's not all perfect, but this thing is amazing. It's massive too. I'm sorry, I'm gonna build one. My guess is probably made out of fiberglass, because it'll be light. And here's the hands. You don't see this stuff up close all the time. This is so cool. And all of this was, if I remember correctly, when I did the research, it was all sculpted out clay. Yeah, man, this stuff is amazing. This is a bike I would ride. If I had to ride any other bike, this would be a bike. I wouldn't ride any other bike. This would be the only one I would ever ride. Alright, I'm going to move on. Sorry, guys. Iron Man. I'm not familiar with the different models. So I'm not going to say what they are. I just have trouble with them. There's Iron Man. From the Iron Man 2, I own a life-size Terminator, and this is compared to that. Here is the car that was used in Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's that one right there. Sorry, let me zoom in. By the robotic arm that helps him. This is so cool. This was a 3.5 hour drive from where we live. I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm living just because, but just know that this is all worth it. Okay, what I'm doing right now, it was worth it in more ways than I can count. She-Hulk. Well, that's pretty cool. Let you guys read that. You can pause if you want. We'll check out the costume. This is awesome, and these aren't behind any glass cases or anything like that. Like the costumes, the bike isn't behind a glass case, and here's another shot at it again. That's awesome. And you gotta realize, like, this isn't something you're going to see every day. And if you are, you're very lucky, very fortunate. I'm very fortunate because, I'm trying to get into the film industry. My dream is to become a film director and just to, enjoy this stuff as much as you guys do as a fan. And then, someday, hopefully someday I can build this kind of stuff. Thomas Hitcher. Oh, this is the Sandman. Okay, this is from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Sandman maquette, I'm guessing. Like, it'd be like an idea on what they would have before they did the finished version. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I really want to help you guys out. I'm hoping that none of this music will give me copyright issues. You guys deserve as much as I can share before my battery dies. You got Spider-Man, the Green Goblin. There's a really, really like scary version they were gonna use for the film, but they decided to cancel it just because they thought it'd be too scary. But if you find it on YouTube, I mean, it's really cool. Hi.
This is in comics.
Oh, okay, sorry. It's in your purse.
No, it's not.
Oh,
You
sorry.
look
Here you
at
go.
it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look, guys, this is just awesome. Just the things that you guys don't. No one's gonna get to see this all the time, okay? And if I can help you guys out to see this, this is what I'm going to try to do. This is something you're not going to get to see all the time. But I'm trying my best to help you guys out. Okay? Like I said, I'm just as much as a fan as you are. This is the Spider-Man... first Spider-Man, I believe, that was used in the Blockbusters. The limited edition statue. I've always wondered if you could actually put that costume on. You know, I've seen these go on eBay sometimes. I've seen a few of them go online. They're always just too expensive for me at the moment. Yes, I paid for a Terminator. Yes, it cost me 10 grand. But, you know, it's just like, it's one of those things, it's like, I don't have that money right at the moment. I've done plenty of research when it comes to this kind of stuff, and it's just, right now I'm spacing 90% of it. I'm sorry, guys. My subscribers, and I want to thank everyone, really, truly thank all of you for, you know, subscribing to my YouTube channels, following me on my Facebook, my Instagram. I know I don't have very many in my TikTok. I just want to thank all of you, I really do. I'm very grateful. And I struggle with a lot. I know I've said that in the past, in my videos. But I'm just a young artist trying to make it in life. And it's hard. I want to thank all of you. There's a comic book Ghost Rider statue. Which, all this is cool. It's unique in its own little way. Well, I just hope I don't get copyrighted for all this. And then you got the Mirth with the mouth. Merc? I'm sorry. You know what I mean, Deadpool. Nick Fury? Oh, this is the original Nick Fury. Wow. So, if you don't know, there, for those that don't know, there were two versions of Nick Fury. One was this actor, and the other one was, well, the actor that plays him now, currently. And here's the costume for the first Nick Fury. Which, that is awesome. That was like, long time ago. This is just, you know, not even half of it. I'm not even halfway there yet. I'm just trying my hardest as a viewer and what. Well, I'm gonna ramble on a lot, and I'm sorry. So, quiet. You got Noble. No. It's the Iron Fist, sorry. Oh god, I feel stupid. Some other Ghost Riders. That's an interesting Batman. I think that's Daredevil. Yeah. Oh no, that is Daredevil. That's Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Sorry, let me see if I can focus in on it. Yeah. That's cool. Ow. Sorry, my foot. I'm not used to walking on hard floors like that. Alright, we'll move on to the next part, guys. back to the Ghost Rider. I want one so badly. Even if it's just a copy of it, I don't care. I want it so badly. Tales from the Crypt. I kind of remember that stuff. I don't really remember it all the way though. I have that. It was for the Blockbuster when Doctor Strange came out. I have 2 of them actually. I bought one for me, and originally I was gonna buy one to sell, but my wife, she wanted it, so I was like, oh, okay, fine. Excuse me. And I don't really mention my wife a lot in these videos, just because I try to keep my personal life, away from everything I'm doing. I'll have to put you guys down for a moment and tie my shoe. I'll try to get it out. Sorry about that, I was tying my shoe. Nice. And then, you got some of the original superhero toys, which, action figures, sorry. Which, it's all cool, it really is. And this is the biggest and the only superhero museum in the world. Now this stuff, I understand you have to keep on display. I understand, you have to keep all of it on display. And I'm pretty sure that's a Skrull. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Lunch boxes, telephones, statues. Oh, that's so cool. And here's the whole Heroes information, I think. Maybe. No, sorry, just some more information about the stuff. You can pause it if you want, guys. Okay. Dr. Doom. I know what I know, and I'm so sorry. I'm not 100% nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm enough to understand what this is. Joker's hand, Joker, Harlequin, Poison Ivy, Deathstroke. I think I'm wrong though. I'm sorry. Clayface, Scarecrow, Penguin, Joker, Robin, Batman, and this looks like this is from the animated version of Batman, which I could be wrong though. God, man, I forget this guy's name. That one. That's Freeze, Catwoman, Bang, Riddler. I don't know him. Two-Face, Man-Bat, I believe. Oh, my favorite Batman. Out of all of Batmans, this one's my favorite. Batman Beyond. I can't think of his name. I know that's Scarecrow. Green Lanterns. Don't know him. Joker. Mr. Freeze? I don't know. Iceman? I don't know. I'm sorry. This is cool. Oh, wow. If any of you remember the original Hellboy with Ron Perlman and Doug Jones? I forget, I think. Yeah. That's cool. Oh, Silver Surfer. So Silver Surfer is the same actor that played him. Okay? In case anyone was wondering. Big Bang Theory. That's cool. Hellboy comic right there. The original Hellboy is my favorite. Okay.
All right, so what you guys are going to see here is over 80 years worth of comic book history. It includes comic books and action figures, TV and movie memorabilia, animation, all different kinds of cool stuff like that. This side is Marvel.
I'm not bashing the new one that came out, just, it's a classic. I want you guys to get this full experience as much as I can show, okay? I hope I can show everything. And I'm not going to edit too much. I'm just going to edit what I need. But whatever I don't edit is basically going to be all raw, so everything I say, do accidentally, or whatever will mainly be recorded on this. I think that's the Adam West Batman. I'm terrible with reading cursive, so I apologize if I'm wrong. The original Batmobile, Batman and Robin. That's a Batphone right there. That's cool. Let's just go over for a little bit, try to get as much as I can. I want you guys to enjoy this just as much as I do. Try to get in license. It's worth it. Indiana Hall of Heroes. If you're wondering where this is again, it's in Indiana. I'm gonna try to say that as much as I can, so you guys don't ask me. You can ask me all the questions you can ask me, and I'll do the best to answer everything I can. I'm not 100% known in the superhero world, but I do know what I can about the world of superheroes, and that's limited because, one, I'm just trying to reach my dream. I'm trying to stay true to who I am and everything. Kryptonite, Superman's memorabilia, toys, Mr. Potato Head. It's cool. This is a pig, super pig. Like I said, right now I'm on 3 bars, so I'm still good. If I can keep it up and my memory stays intact and I continue this, I will continue to record. There's the Starks license plates. He-Man, Scooby-Doo, Tom Cook, animator and / director. Oh, that's cool. Look at all this. I'm sorry. Scooby-Doo, He-Man. I'm not very well known in all this. I just know little by little. I know what I can. You get the original Batwoman. I'm guessing that's her bicycle. And you get the little thing that would pop. What do you call it? Would open up the elevator to the Batcave sometimes. That's cool. That's awesome. And this is a fast cycle, so I know I'm trying to show you guys everything. It's not like I'm not familiar on motorcycles or anything like that, so I can't tell you what brand or what model this is. Adam West's Batman. I think, yeah, Adam West's, for sure. Alright guys, trying to give you guys as much as I can up close and personal with all this stuff. It's the best I can do. I'm not gonna go and touch anything like, they asked me not to. So. There goes the road. Oh, sorry. That's gonna have to wait. You got Lobo. You got superheroes. a lot of you guys know who these are, and if you don't, I will try and tell you later if you ask. I wish there wasn't much of a reflection, but there is. It's okay though. Ben Cooper, old. That's cool. Wonder Woman statue. That's really cool. Green Lanterns. Oh, the Green Lantern. That's cool. The mask. I think these are rings. Oh, I'm down to 2 bars, guys. I'm gonna try to go fast now. Henry Cavill, Superman. I hope I'm saying his name right. This is the original Flash. His helmet. Can't remember his name. So I'm down to 2 bars now. I'm gonna try and go kind of fast, so you guys can see all this as much as I can picture. I'm so sorry. You guys want to pause it, feel free to pause it. I'm just trying to zoom through this as fast as I can, because now I'm down to 2 bars, so I want to share this as much as I can with you guys. My phone, camera dies. That's cool. Telephone pole. Teen Chin Superman costume from Lois and Clark. Oh, that's cool. 1997 is when I was born, so there's some information about me. Okay, that's cool. And you can see the original telephone in there. I remember these growing up. Barely. There was one left, I think. I remember of the cereal. When I was younger, they used to have one that was in the middle of town, but then they took it down. That was the last time. The Riddler. Jim Carrey, who played the Riddler, which he did an amazing job, in my opinion. Jim Carrey's amazing, to be honest. Down to 2 bars, so to speak, 1.5 technically. I'm going by quick. I'm sorry, guys. If I had more memory, I wouldn't do. If I had an extra battery, I would have brought it, but I didn't know I was gonna come so sudden like this. It was kind of like in a quick, instant thing. Ninja Turtles. The Blue Beetle? No, the Blue Tick. Sorry, the Tick. God, I got that completely wrong. I have people hating me on that. No, this is the Tick. I'm sorry. So here's an up close shot of the costume as much as I can get. I know there's people that enjoy building this kind of stuff, myself included. Like I said, I'm just trying to do this as fast as I can because my battery's almost dead. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Hey guys, this is Parker. I want to say thanks for visiting my YouTube channel and thanks for tagging along with me. Peace.